Hey, look, listen to me. I I know these type of videos was left way back in 2017, 15, but I just want to let you know, I don't care. All right, I'm going to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I just have one question for you, Sega. What the Frontiers is probably one of the greatest Sonic games I've ever played. Like, seriously. And I'm only bringing it up because Sonic Frontiers is the only reason why I wanted to do this ranking video. Disclaimer: this most of you will not agree with this, but this is my opinion. This is my experience. What's good, Vito gang? And if you haven't read the title or listened to the first about 30 seconds of this video, I don't know how long it's gonna be. We're going to be ranking 3D Sonic games from worst to best, Vito style. And by Vito style, I mean Vito opinion. Alright? Listen, it's my opinion, alright? Just stay cool. Be calm, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into this, you know? Let's have some fun, and you could comment your favorite Sonic game, your worst favorite Sonic game, your best memory from any Sonic game, don't even matter. But yeah, let's get right on to the worst Sonic game. Sonic Boom. Like, I know most people probably expected me to say Sonic 06. Well, when I say most people, I mean like most other YouTubers and stuff. I'm cool. Sonic Boom was the worst of the series. Like, I don't know what happened. The repetition in that game was ridiculous. And don't even get me started on the glitches. Like, every stage I played felt like a different version of the same stage just because it was just in a different atmosphere. Yeah, I'm sorry, things got a little harder, a little bit, but let me give you an example. One stage you gotta move one box into a little switch or something like that. The next stage you gotta move two boxes to the switch. The next stage you gotta move two boxes to the switch, but it's a twist. You gotta move this box to that switch and that box to that switch. Get the problem here? Terrible. And I was never fond of them changing up Sonic's look like that. I didn't like that look too much. The animated series, greatness, but the actual game, I don't know what they did with that. And I'm not going to talk about the other Sonic Boom game that came out on like 3DS because I never played it. And I'm never going to. You know, I didn't even finish the first one. But yeah, on to the next game. Sonic Forces. I have a unique experience with this game. When I first bought it, I was hyped. I bought Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania at the same time. I was hyped. I wanted to play that shit. Oh my God. Like, come on, dude. One thing I hate in the game is automation. I like to feel like I'm playing the game. I want to feel like I'm doing that. Sonic just did that drift to that hang glide thing because of me. Not no automation, bro. About a good 75 to 80% of that game was automated. The only stages that really wasn't automated update like that was really the custom-made characters and the Sonic 2D Sonic games. But if I wanted to play 2D Sonic, I just play Sonic Mania because that's what I bought it for. Which is another thing. It was so many 2D sections in that game. And don't even get me started on that. But in rant, everybody already talked about Sonic Force and its atrocities, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, on to the next game. Sonic and the Black Knight. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed those little storybook series, the storybook series of Sonic. I just was never fond of Sonic with a sword. I didn't care too much about him having a story based off of the King Arthur, whatever you want to call it, storybook and stuff. It wasn't really appealing. Most of the times I just felt myself hacking and slashing at enemies until I got to the final boss. Got to the final boss, I beat the final boss, and the only thing I really enjoyed about it was the music. Like, the music was amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a kid's fantasy to see Sonic with a sword and really go crazy. See Knuckles, Shadow, all of them fighting each other, knight style and stuff like that. But I feel like it could have been implemented in a much better sense than that. Like, yeah, and rant. Next one. Now, these next two is like, you know what I'm saying? These are the next two right here. Like, I'm putting these two together. But Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 don't matter. I hate each one of those the same, about the same. But if I had to choose, I think I like 2 better because it was a little bit more interactive. It was a little bit more fun, a little bit more unique. But mainly, I didn't like it because they really much took stages from old Sonic games and like pretty much just made it a newer looking Sonic. The controls just clunky, and I don't even know why I added it on there. It's not really a 3D Sonic game, but when I searched it up, it was considered a 3D Sonic game. So I'm like, you know what, I added. I played both of them, and yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy it. The music wasn't memorable or nothing like that. It was just another 2D Sonic game with older 2D Sonic stages, like Mania, but at least Mania did that right. Next one. Okay, now we gonna say Sonic 06. Look, I'm not finna go into the glitches and the mess ups and the storytelling and stuff like that because so many other YouTubers did. I know you probably seen many YouTubers out here just talking bad about it. We ain't here to do that. Listen, I played Sonic 06 multiple times. Every time I played it, I enjoyed it. Why? I don't know. Sonic 06 is actually a fun game to me. I actually kind of dig the story. Yeah, it had a lot of plot holes and one little stupid moment, and everybody know what I'm talking about. If you don't,
Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
yeah, that actually happened. You know, but it wasn't necessarily bad to me. It was one of those like, ew, but it led to one of the greatest final battles I've ever played. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But it's still pretty low on the list as far as worst to best. It's pretty low, you know, because it's Sonic 06. There's so many other better Sonic games, but I enjoyed it personally, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Next, Sonic Lost World. Now, I didn't know if I wanted to put this before or after 06. I decided to put it above 06 though, like, you know, because I did kind of enjoy it. I didn't never play it more than once, but that's because I didn't really have the ability to. When I got it, I ended up getting it taken away from me for personal reasons. Don't worry about that. But yeah, Lost Worlds really wasn't that fun to me. It just felt like Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, they literally copied off of Super Mario Galaxy and just put Sonic in it. And I didn't enjoy it. Like, it wasn't fun. Well, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I had a little blast. I beat the whole game. But I didn't really see any repetition reason. Like, I didn't really want to go back to it and back to it and back to it. I didn't care much. They had a couple of DLCs that seemed okay, but I didn't get them. I wasn't really into the game like that. Didn't care. But yeah, enough about Sonic Lost Worlds. Next. Sonic and his secret rings. Most people will put this above, like way below Black Knight, and I get it. Yeah, mainly because you gotta use the Wii controller to drive like a steering wheel, and honestly, that's kind of why I enjoyed it so much. I was a weird kid. Like, I was always one of those kids who loved to use weird controllers to do certain things. Like, for example, Smash Bros. Brawl. I grew up playing that in Melee. But in Brawl, all my brothers used to use the GameCube controllers. I was the only one that liked to use the Wii controller sideways. Don't know, just did. Even with Smash Ultimate, I don't play that game with any other controller aside from Joy-Cons. Sorry, I can't. I love using the Joy-Cons. It's comfortable to me. It's fun. Same kind of scenario with Secret Rings. Like, I just enjoyed it. It was fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it had its mistakes, it had its flaws, and I didn't necessarily like how short some of the levels was. Some levels can range, the levels can range from 1 minute and 30 seconds to like 20 seconds. Like, for real. They have missions and stuff like that, and I think I really enjoyed it. Like, the final boss, like, the most out of all the games that I've said so far, this final boss was probably the best one. I really enjoyed it. Like, I still play that game to this day. It's definitely a must-have in my eyes, but it's not better than these next games, I'm finna say. Sonic Adventure DX. Sonic DX, I have more of a gamer's opinion instead of a personal opinion, you know, going based off the way it aged and stuff like that. And I'm trying to can that to the side. I genuinely enjoy Sonic 06. Not necessarily big levels. We ain't gonna talk about it though. But I enjoyed, I said 06, Adventure DX a little more than I should have. I really like the creativity, the ingenuity into it. Like, it was really nice, you know, especially for the first 3D, like, official 3D Sonic game that they ever made. It definitely was nice to me. You know, I enjoyed it. I know y'all can't see my eyes because the glare in the thing. I gotta have good light. Look at the lighting, you know what I'm saying? Look at you, look at the hell, you know what I'm saying? Shadow the Hedgehog. Hey, look, what can I say? I love Shadow the Hedgehog, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely better than 06 not 06. Oh, I keep saying 06. Oh my God. Adventure DX. There you go. It's definitely better than Adventure DX to me. Mostly because I really like the way the story went. I didn't like how you got to the final boss by replaying the story like over, I don't even know how many times. This many times right here. I'm just put it up for you. That's how many times you have to replay it at least just to get to the final boss. And I guess, but it was worth it to me. I enjoyed it every moment of shit. I enjoyed the game more than I really should have. It's a lot of gripes I could talk about the game, but it's like, once again, Other YouTubers talk about that. I don't need to do all that. But yeah, next game. Sonic Unleashed. This game was too fast. Like, that's terrible to say that in a Sonic game. It's Sonic. Wow, how could a Sonic game be too fast? I don't know, but this game did it. You know? Whenever I played this game, I always found myself struggling to just keep straight, hitting right turns and stuff like that. I'm too fast, bro. Slow down, my nigga. Do you get ring energy and stuff like that, bro? Slow your down, nigga. Slow it down, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the goal. I ain't trying to... But in all seriousness, though, this was really an amazing game. I loved how they used the Night Wolf as, like, you know what I'm saying, like slow down pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down a little bit. Start giving these enemies the hands. You know, Sonic got hands too. He ain't just got legs. He got the hands. You know what I'm saying? Just the combo. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, 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 whoop. Used to beat him up. Just beat him bad. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the combos after combos after combos. And I enjoyed that. What I didn't enjoy that some of the levels used to be 30 minutes. Not even used to be. They are. I played a stage, and I didn't finish that stage until 27 or so minutes. And still got an A. What? What was the intended times? Like, come on now. For real. Sonic Generations. What a game. Like, this game was pure amazing. Why is it not the greatest, you ask? It's because they took other levels from older games, so it took away its own identity. I get it, Generations. Yeah, we gonna play other stages from other games and stuff like that, and you got 2 ways to play those stages, which is top tier, mind you. But it's still not its own entity. If I wanted to play Green Hill, I would go play Green Hill. If I wanted to play Chemical Plant, I would go play King Plant. If I wanted to play Planet Wisp, I would go play Planet Wisp. You know? I just wish Sonic Generations kind of pulled the Mania and gave us most old levels and a few new ones. You know, the only new level is the final boss. Maybe when you fight Shadow and Silver, and I know the levels are reworked and redesigned to fit the Sonic Generations, and they are amazing, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, I would have loved a different kind of stage. You know what I'm saying? Give me something new. Give me something. Sonic Frontiers, the game that started this whole video. It's definitely not the best Sonic game to me, but it is definitely close. It's one of the greatest Sonic games I've ever played. Like, for real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Only because the free world, the free roam in the world and stuff like that, that was top tier. I love how they made it to where you go to different areas to hit levels. The levels are pretty short, which is okay because you spend most of your time trying to get the main quest done anyway. So you get a nice little break from that, you know, small little one, nothing too major, a little commercial of some sort to go and try the stage out, different atmosphere and stuff like that. And it's pretty dope. I love the atmosphere. I love how you get to travel to, spoiler alert, 5 different worlds. Not gonna say what they are, but it is 5. But yeah, and it just brought a different look to Sonic games, and I enjoyed it. It worked, you know. Maybe they could make something much more better in the future, but who knows? It's Sega. They do something great, then turn around and do something so stupid. I'm talking to you. 06. Boom. Lost Worlds. Sonic Heroes. Hey. Look, what can I say? I grew up playing this one now. Like, come on now. I love this game with an absolute passion. The only gripe I have about this game is that I did not like playing the same stages over and over and over. But unlike Shadow the Hedgehog, you don't have to do it this many times. I put it in the beginning of the video. I hope you remember. If you didn't remember, that's your fault. That ain't my fault. But it was amazing. I enjoyed every single one. Except Haunted Castle or Evil Castle. I forgot what the name called with SVO, where you had to do them torches. Man, f that level, bro. But it was fun. And all music in Sonic game is great. But this one stands out to me. The music was very energetic, very me, you know? Because it's me. It's me, you feel me? Like, it was me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that was me. This one was hard, but Sonic Adventure Colors. Hell, you thought I was gonna say Sonic Colors. Yes, this is it was super hard picking this one, putting this one right here, like for real, for putting it in this spot. But look, let me explain. The music, the atmosphere, the level designs, it all was perfect. It worked. Oh my God, it screamed, Vito. For real, for real. Didn't necessarily like how many 2D sections was in the game. So I consider that to be a 2D game with 3D sections. For real, for real. But it worked. It was amazing. I can't get enough of it. I love it so much. I played that game so many times. But we ain't gonna talk about it because we gotta talk about this top dog, top tier game right here. Sonic Adventure 2 motherfucking battle, bro. If you don't know about this game, cuz I'm pulling up. This is Pete Sonic to me. While the Mecha levels were a little slow for my taste, and the Knuckles levels and Rouge levels was just treasure hunting, I loved every second of every moment, even the kart racing. That's the worst mode, but it was still fun. I can't tell you how many times I played with my brothers, cousins, friends, all that stuff, just playing random stuff on there. It didn't matter. I enjoyed every aspect. The level design, the music, the atmosphere, you name it, that game is what I love the most about every aspect in Sonic games, period. If they could make another adventure style game and a Sonic Frontiers graphics and a Sonic Frontiers like kind of baseline, Sega would be taking over. They will be taking over. That is the greatest Sonic game of all time to me, period. And if you got a problem with it, like, comment, subscribe, tell me your favorite parts, you know what I'm saying? What else you guys want me to rank, you know what I'm saying? I got a few other rankings in the mix. I ain't gonna give you no hint, but it involves a certain kind of Italian, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for watching. Once again, like, comment, tell me your favorite part. Share the video if you can. Subscribe, hit the bell notifications, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I got the music in the back, getting your ears pumped, getting you hype, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not hype, what you doing in your life, bro? Live your life to the best of your ability. You feel me? I don't want to have to get into a rant. You feel? Vito out.